Parrish and Jackie RV10 fans. It's been forever since I've shot a video. I know it's been forever. Between my real job and my side hustle job, I've been so busy. I think I've only put in since, let's call it the middle of December. I think I've only put in somewhere around 15 hours or 10 hours on the project. So anyway, I apologize, no updates, because there has been no updates because there hasn't been any work. Now, I've done a little bit while I've been in hotels, but not much. But that's all stuff that planning stuff that I do from the side. The few things that have occurred, will come back to the actual that stuff momentarily. So my finished kit showed up, and I had ordered the engine firewall forward, a few items like the oil cooler mount and the cinder mount and stuff like that. In the big box there is my seats for the aircraft, which need to get somewhat disassembled and then sent to the people who are going to be doing the upholstery work for me. My air conditioner stuff is there, and I am planning to have a conference call with John at Flightline this week, and we are going to get this figured out, exactly what I need, what I don't have, what he needs to ship me still, and we're going to get this worked out. So apparently the new evaporator is supposed to fit on the back, this corrugated thing here, which goes here, which then if I do that, then that makes it we're going to have to work through that. So anyway, that makes it unmovable at that point. The big thing that I've been working on was the brakes. I think the last time I talked to you guys, I was working on the brakes as well. We're pretty much finished right now. This item here is my anti-lock device. And it's kind of a bias device. It's not a true anti-lock, but it's as close as I'm going to be able to get for this size of an aircraft. But anyway, originally it was mounted here. I don't know if I ever shot video of that, but it was mounted here. Well, the problem was that it was going to interfere with my Garmin 650, and it was going to make it to where I couldn't adjust it without taking a radio out of the panel. So I moved it to here, changed the bolted the mounting into place, yada yada yada. But that meant that I had to rerun brake lines that I had already run, because with it over here, then obviously all those lines were connected to it over here, and now they're here. So that was a little bit of time. I had to order the fittings are reusable, but the little acorns that go inside of there are not. So I had to order new acorns, and they had to be shipped to me. So that's been taken care of today. I got the last two of them done. Plus I got this plastic wrap installed around. Apparently the stainless steel, the vibrations will cause abrasion, so they recommend that you wrap it in a plastic wrap like this, like you see that I've done, and then zip tie it so that way it's not flopping around and bouncing around as much. So that's been done now. I think that looks a lot neater than what we had before. Yada yada yada. I have no idea what that big boom is. That's like the second time I've heard that today. I still need to get plastic wrap. I didn't order enough to do the lines here, and then I have some larger stuff that'll probably do the bigger lines here, which these are automotive lines, but they're the same inner diameter, they're just larger outer diameter, these as what these are here. So, but I have some larger wrap, but I don't think I have enough. I just want to do enough to get down here into the tunnel a little ways, maybe down to the Adele clamp, just so there's no vibrations with it up against the cutout box there, because as you can see, it's it's resting up against it. So, and I hope it stayed focused there when I did that. So anyway, I need to order a little bit more wrap to take care of that little bit of what I have to do. I'll probably drill a hole in the top here, just a small hole, run a wire tie through it, maybe 2 holes, and then just wire tie it onto there, and then that one will be in place. This one pretty much is just up here. I don't know that it's necessary for me to wire tie that one or to zip tie that one. We'll see. Maybe once the screws for whatever goes here on the other side are in place, then, or the bolts, then I can just zip tie to that, or so I'll figure it out. I'm not overly concerned about that right now. So the next step is going to be flight controls. So these are the rudder cables here. So I need to cut there's some metal inserts that connect the tabs there to there. and allow those to be connected. So I need to cut those and shape those, drill those, yada, yada, yada. And then the flight controls for the control sticks that go basically about right here. They stick up. And the controls for the ailerons. And then there's the big fence poles again that I talked about a long time ago. They go all the way to the back of the airplane. All the way to the back. And there's like 3 belt cranks, I think it is. And then get the flaps. And then maybe this week, I am highly considering, because I'm home most of this week, and if Tim's available to come over and lend his assistance and his expertise, then I may go ahead and take the cabin top and put the cabin top on top here, because I don't really, if the cabin top's on, it's fine. While doing this flight control stuff, I don't think it's going to impede me that much with it being on. So I think he's available, and if so, then we're gonna get the cabin top on maybe this week, and get it cut and sanded and initially fit. I can always pull it back off while I do flight controls as well. I've also got avionics are ordered, money's in. There's a bigger box over there, the brown box. That's actually the Garmin 650 that's sitting in there. So we're making progress. While you guys weren't getting updates, there was a few things that were going on. So till next time, thanks for joining us. All right, since I haven't posted the other video yet, I'll add this one onto it. Tim came over this week and helped me get started with a very daunting task, which is the cutting of the overhead panel and getting it fitted. So, ta-da, we have our overhead panel on. Our overhead, geez, I'm tired. The cabin top is cut, sorta. So it's cut around enough so it fits on right this second. So that's where we're at. I also got the front windshield flange cut, which is this one, all the way around. I haven't sanded it yet, so it's still a little wavy in a few places, but we'll get back to that. And I started cutting out this door over here. My little air compressor just, so we started up here. So we started cutting, yada, yada, yada. I still got that corner to do, and I've started down this side, and that's as far as I got. My poor little air compressor's running like nonstop, and it's definitely, that 2.5 horsepower air compressor ain't cutting it. We'll put it that way. So we still got a lot of work to do, but major visual progress. And this thing that was hanging up on the ceiling for the longest time is now sitting on the airplane. So now it's a matter of finishing cutting this out. I've got to go to work for the next couple of days, but when I get back, maybe finishing cutting the rest of this out. It kind of has to go in spurts. We still have flight controls to do, so we'll work on that. And then they're supposed to be getting my overhead console, which goes here, which I'll try to post a picture of this before I post this video. And the overhead console should be in here in the next week or so. We got to mount that up. Parrish needs to buy lights, so I got to buy the lights that are going there so we can get the wires run. Oh my gosh. This airplane quickly gets to the phase where you need to have everything done, but you got to get everything done to get everything done, if that makes any sense. So it's like, well, you can't put the overhead on permanently until you get the overhead in. Well, you can't get the overhead in until you get this done. It's just a never-ending string of things. And oh, by the way, cutting this makes an absolute freaking mess. And I cut most of it out there in the driveway and ended up with so much carbon fiber and fiberglass sawdust on my car. I got confused what was pollen and what was fiberglass. But anyway, so there you go. There's the update as of the, I don't know, Friday, Saturday, whatever day today is. Middle of April.